Yeah, I mean, so you're mostly gonna be playing Rek'sai. I mean, from pick
Hmm.
and ban, it's just good to kind of know like how the game is kind of going with your picks and how you can kind of like predict how you want to play the early game. You know, like visualize in your head. Okay, I
Hmm.
have Draven Rel. This is a pretty aggressive balling combo. They definitely want to go in. You know, ganking for them is obviously ideal.
Hmm.
I mean, enemy bot might be Jin Zillion. This is very killable. They're pretty weak early game, easy to snowball bot. Just generally, I always try to like be careful. Like I always go to like my red entrance if I can. Make sure no one
Hmm.
invades me. If they have a strong like invade comp here, you can
Yeah, I
invade
guess we're
level
coin
one.
flipping.
That should be okay. Yeah, generally you have to watch out for like red invades like that. Pretty much on your
Hmm.
side of the jungle. So always like I usually go here. Sometimes I drop my ward like where I'm standing. This game you don't have to. But if I was
Okay.
against like a strong level one comp, it's generally good to just kind of like have that ward. Yeah, always smite the second camp. Don't smite the first one. It's good to
Hmm.
naturally let yourself get low.
Would I invade here?
Here, yeah, you can invade. You can just keep watching ball. See, like he's probably basing then. Okay. Here, you're gonna have a chance to like invade him because you saw him top side, right? You have a ward, so you can just walk in his top side or bot
Okay.
side from ups. Yeah, and then just I think it was Raptor might be up, so you can
Okay.
just queue his Raptor camp. Always check like that, queue it, and take his Raptors and then drop a ward. Yeah, so it's always good to do plays like this. Even if you
I can
don't
gank
necessarily
mids.
see him, yeah, you can gank mids as well, but you can also just you just smite so you have two charges. But
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay, sometimes you can
Uh,
look for mid there. Yeah, you can E over there from.
I think he's just gonna run. Oh, no, okay. No.
You can be a little more like patient, take your time a bit,
Hmm.
but it's still okay. Our priority is still to gank bot. So here I think just do blue. You have two smite charges.
Yep.
Use it right away, one of them, and then try to get the bot gank off.
Usually around now I get scanner. I don't know if that
Nah,
really matters or
usually
not.
keep trinket now to like level 9 ish.
Okay.
Get a couple more wards out. Scanner's not that important.
So I'm thinking do Gromp and go bot right now.
You just yeah, just kind of like do Gromp, just keep scanning the area. See, like maybe they're basing, so it's not really an angle. Maybe they're too far up. You can just do wolves too then at this point.
Yep.
And maybe if there's not really looking like a gank, you just keep farming up. Like here, you could probably just keep farming up then. Yeah, so this guy might stay for one more wave and we can get
Yeah, he
behind him.
is.
You just eat from the right side here. You don't really need to. Okay, you can just get on top of him, knock him up, Q him. Nice.
What do you think about playing for top this game?
Yeah, it's not bad if you just want to play for like the Herald and stuff like that,
Yeah.
objectives.
Right there.
Okay, he's over there. Here you should just let him go on you and take a chunk out of him. But don't fight him for too long. Because he has E, now you should E out. Oh no.
Oh shit, I think I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean your general idea, like whenever your trinket is up, you're like in the river, just peeking his jungle, checking his camps. Dropping a ward is
Mm-hmm.
always gonna be good. You don't usually have to drop it so deep, but it's just like a good like habit to have.
I think a zillion, yeah.
You just be a little careful, but like don't like look for crazy fights, but like you should have like a habit of like this. And you should like now you can go down. Now you have like kind of like better angles to get him bought, right?
Oh shit, there's E.
Yeah, maybe they're over chase so you can kill him. Engage. Dude, there's a pink in the try, so just wait there and just ping the gen here. Alright.
Damn. Oh, wait.
You just have to commit here.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm dead. Okay.
In a pretty good spot. You just hit the ward, drop a pink here. Go on Jana. Ping Jana.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Just right click this guy.
Okay. I can get to him. I should just R immediately there.
Yeah, I think like your team still wins it, but I mean you just
Mm-hmm.
gotta like have the eye to like see that missed position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just gotta see it. I mean, because like you see like in team fights, like split when they're split, you just want to kind of capitalize on that, especially like a squishy Janna. You just want to do Dragon and Herald or Dragon and the Crab. See
Ooh.
this now they're in misposition. Yeah, just yeah, this is much better, right? Like if you want to win these kind of like plat to diamond games, you just have to like know when like the enemy guys like really misposition. You have like your allies nearby. They have
Yeah.
their allies not around, and you just have to like know when you should
I'm
like
gonna risk
strike.
bot.
Someone is there back
A
up
lot of
though.
people here. Holy shit.
But this is could be potentially good. You can maybe fight here, which is not bad. Yeah. Watch for this guy. Just knock up the E is important. Combo him. One more auto. Kara, he just has
Is it too
zillion
early?
R. Yeah.
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 I'm just kind of hanging out.
See how they're split? You should be looking to like go on Jin. No, no, never are like
Oh, the bazillionaire.
just run, just get out, pink it and just like back up. Diving now. I mean this. Let's get the Yi if you can.
Stunned.
But yeah,
I'm
it's a
dead.
bit rough there.
Yeah. That's okay though.
Yeah, it was definitely drawn out much better.
I feel like this is exactly the problem I'm having, so
Mm-hmm.
kind of glad this game happened.
I mean, yeah, you don't think of the jungler much when you're in your game. Your plays, I mean, the windows you go for your plays are just like really awkward. It feels like just really doesn't like. I feel like you don't see the kill like angles or like the gank angles. You just kind of like go, but you generally should understand how your champion can like affect the play, and like when enemy champions are just like in bad positions. So
Okay.
you're talking about like balling, you want to give up on ball, right? But like, I mean, you just have to understand like in this comp, right? Like it was just like it was really if your balling wasn't doing well, like it was a game where you needed to like win bot. Maybe in like
Okay.
different matchups, like Camille top, Darius or something, like a more carry oriented champion top side, you have more opportunities to kind of play through top. But overall, it's like still like generally a balling meta, right? So it is a balling meta, so you have to like try to like catch your balling back up. And I think you actually had all the opportunities to, but
Yeah, I played it really awkward, definitely.
I mean, this is just Master Yi cheese, but so here, this is what I was talking about. I mean, like you saw him do like 2 camps, right? He has 4 CS. It's like 2-2, and he goes. This is why I was like Raptors are up, which was good. What you did, get the Raptor Wars, all that kind of stuff. Here, this tunnel. I mean, doesn't really make any sense. Don't really need to waste that.
Yeah.
I want to get balling back in the game. This was pretty good. Usually, you don't have to ward this deep. This is fine though, because you're like taking his Raptor camp. Here, I mean, you just kind of like went. Like in your head, like. I mean, it's fine to go for the wall like this, but you kind of like went at the worst time possible when he's going to like ward his left brush, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because like there was gonna like you see how this cannon is like getting low.
Yeah.
So like what does the Zillion want to do? Like so if you didn't show what the Zillion would do
He wants
is
to
like
shove it under the turret, right? So
well
and take the
he
cannon.
he wants the cannon. Like it's always
Yeah.
like if you want to get better at ganking, a trick is to like time your gank based off if this guy will go for this cannon. 100% they're gonna go for cannon too.
Okay, yeah.
And you just wait for them to put himself in auto attack range, which is like this. Plus when he puts himself in auto attack range, it like locks his champion into that focus area, and then it just gives you much better windows. So if you want to get better at ganking, just think about it like that. He's probably gonna go for a CS, and then I time my gank off that CS. And same thing for like balling ganks. If you want to get better at ganking, kind of wait for that CS moment, and then kind of let them go for that. Here, I mean, I mean, Rel does butcher it, but
I had flash. I was sitting on flash. I really didn't have to. I guess in this situation, it wasn't much.
UCE, I think it was fine just giving him up. So like this is just Rel
Yeah.
being pretty awful. Really, Janna was the one who had no flash. She should have went on Janna. So like this happens, whatever.
Yeah.
But the CS thing is gonna be really good for you to help you improve your ganking ability.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that before.
And always like, you know, Rek'Sai is really good at using like wall advantages. So always think about how the wall can like extend your kind of like your E range and just surprise people. You want to surprise people with your ganks and stuff. Like come from spots that are like not warded and
That's why I like to do this one a lot. What I just did.
yeah,
It's probably a little too much. Maybe I could have just gone through the river, but
yeah, no, but it's good to have the idea. Like if I was on red side, like what I do is like to camp top lane, I always use this wall run. It's a good one to remember. And then if I was like on this side of the jungle, blue side, let's say you spawn here, you use this wall to gank ball in.
Around, yeah, I do that sometimes.
So like obviously red side is hard to gank bot, so it's like you're more in like the, you have to use like these warded areas, which is really difficult.
Yeah.
But here you didn't really need to R, but I mean just your R, you have like such a long time before you need to press it, right? So you can just take your time on it.
Yeah.
And now like you don't have R or flash, so realistically you're not going to much of like you're not gonna have much of an opportunity to do anything. You always want to like play around your cooldowns when you're playing Rek'Sai. Without R, you're not gonna really kill people. Without flash, it's a bit risky. But if you have R up, usually you can play a bit aggressive. Here, I think when I was telling you what to do, so you should be happy if Yi like Qs onto you, right? If he Qs onto you, you like win the fight no matter what.
Yeah, I think I just didn't understand.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like you walk here. So if you walk here, which is fine, and he goes on you, you just take a chunk, right? You just want to build your rage, combo him, and then just
so I'm
like
just like autoing and queuing and then like walking away.
Yeah. And then just tunneling out and stuff like that. But here, like once you start over chasing, like now he can feel more confident about like ulting and just like all in you. Before, I don't think he could all in you. Plus, he actually has a good buy here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay.
But inherently, like sometimes, I mean, he honestly doesn't really matter chunking, but just chunking and getting out using the walls to escape is really good because it just lowers, you know, their HP, and sometimes they die to plays like that.
Is it worth it to just E also, like so auto Q, not fully? Like,
no, you only red E.
Okay.
So if you were to like red E there, that would be really nice, and then you back up. That's like your end of your combo a lot of times, and just chunk them and then back up. Like against champs that are stronger.
Before I do that, but I definitely see getting like the autos in.
I mean, once you start W and burrowing, you can heal up too, but the autos will just help trade a bit. But obviously don't look for that. That's like doesn't matter as much, but sometimes I always take like short trades in river and then like I kite back a heal up.
Okay, yeah.
It's like your short combo. It can be burrowed too. You don't have to all in just because you knock someone up and you do your combo doesn't mean you have to all in at that moment.
Okay.
Sometimes you can just do your true damage E and then kite back and wait for like another set of cooldowns.
So I guess in that situation, I just knock him up and then just walk away and then tunnel.
Yeah, you can back up there. Here, also the early lane was a bit unfortunate. I think the Rel definitely butchered the plays and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
I wouldn't say it was too bad on you, but like that mid one was your fault.
Yeah.
There's definitely other ones where you could probably. Like this one, I feel like at this point I just wouldn't chase anymore. Like you using E just kind of gives her too much confidence to keep chasing. I feel like once she misses like her W, it's just like the play is over. Now I would just back up here.
Yeah, I totally working on that. I trolled here definitely.
So like yeah, just don't give them that kind of confidence on that play. because that was definitely a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
Here you see like this play is good, right? You just have like the people around you. I was telling you it was just dangerous to like R while he's like channeling.
I did it because I was afraid he would Q on me. I don't know if that's a valid concern though.
You're healthy. You would be good.
Okay.
But just keep that in mind for Master Yi. That's usually how you lose a 1v1 versus him if you R him when he's W meditating, because of the 90% damage reduction. So completely negates your R. But I mean, this play was really good. It got you really back into the game and stuff like that. I mean, I think the game was okay. I feel like the dragon fight here, okay, so like this is your POV. This is like I'm showing you like your POV. Like, you have to understand, like you have to be more aware of like positions, like look, just start slowly, like don't tunnel on like one thing.
You mentioned like the Janna and stuff. I totally didn't see that before.
Yeah, like do you see how like mispositioned they are, right? Like your team is zoning, like this is like your team is zoning them. And you have perfect flank on Zed. Like it's just like here. I mean, at this point you should always just go on E fast.
Yeah.
It was just a bit delayed.
Also really weird from him with the flash.
But I think this fight would have been much more in your favor if you were able to kind of like understand, like just like be aware of like the position.
Like I would just go in right now, yeah. Like I would.
Yeah, here like
I kind of did, but it was delayed.
At this point, you go on E, but it would have been he would have been one shot, and the fight would be over. And then Janna would have. Janna doesn't even have flash, so technically she dies too.
Yeah.
But just be more like confident to like go for the engage when you see people like misposition.
Okay.
And it was like another fight too where it was like generally this one auto combo.
Yeah, because I was thinking like I could go in with the Singe and be aggressive, but then this Yi is just gonna ignore me, so I just sit and shadow the rest of my team.
No, I think it was fine. You just shouldn't have R here.
Okay, yeah.
That one you just don't R. I mean, just be aware of like how the fight is going. Here it was like the one. I mean, this is kind of like the same thing. Like you just have to be like looking for angles to get on people. Like this is where I would live right now. Like I would be like right here on this wall looking for these people. Obviously, like you see their movement, you know how these guys are moving, so you should just be in a position to kind of like get the engage off.
Okay.
Obviously here Yi's there, but like now you see, okay, Yi's gone. Okay, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna go here.
I could've killed Janna here. Yeah, like I have a lot of.
Honestly, letting Janna pass is fine, but like in my eyes, I see like your movements tell me you're not like thinking about this at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you're right here, you just E here. This guy's no flash.
Yeah.
The game is like kind of over there. But like you just have to have this mindset to be like looking for these angles, looking for the picks, and think about like using like walls to your advantage. Like Rek'sai is strongest when you're surprising people over like angles. You should always be looking for these angles when people walk into jungle like this.
Yeah.
You just have to have that mindset. This is like a free pick. Don't like generally like if you want to win carry games a lot, you're gonna have to set yourself up for plays and know how to be like in positions to make it happen.
Okay, yeah.
This was a really big one, and that was like one you generally should focus on. I mean, honestly, at this point, the game was like really rough. But...
There's like clowns yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the early game stuff, just think about that. I mean, remember when I was showing you the warding jungle thing is good? Is it this one? You know, like we'll have opportunities to try to find the jungler. You know, this plant spawns too, so you can use this plant to hit the Krugs to see, okay, his Krugs are up.
Okay,
And
yeah.
there's a plant usually here. There's a plant that spawns here too. You can hit it to check if his wolves are up. Just try to like use more information early game so you can like track the jungler. You can ping it for your team. You can just be more aware of that kind of stuff and just like have more idea like where the other jungler is. It will just give you much more confidence in your plays, and plus like tracking is just a good habit to have to like help you get through the game.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on the first clear. Like whenever you're like in river, it's like never a bad idea. To just like peek inside his jungle. You're like here going here to here is like not really like you're not like extending that deep, right? Like it's just
Yeah,
so
I'm not doing anything. 'Cause
yeah.
it's just not.
It's like you're already here, it's so shallow. You can check if the raptor's up. You don't even have to have a ward for you. First steps though, like if you have a ward, just drop it. That's like a good reason to like get that vision, and it can
Okay,
help
yeah.
you.
Because I never knew what to do with vision trinkets, and now it makes more sense.
And I mean, for ganking bot, like it's generally it can be pretty difficult. Sometimes what I do is like I just like E over here and get into the tri bush,
Okay.
and then I just like walk behind them.
I think in this situation it was always pink, so maybe like I could go through the bush or something. I don't know.
No. So at this point, you just have to go over vision to like
And then
get
just
to
send
them.
it. Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like if you just E over here, it gives them the least amount of time to react.
Yeah.
Because like once you appear instantly with your tunnel, sometimes they're like not going to be aware of it. That's one way to like help you get through Rek'sai ganks. You may not have the tunnel to get to them, but you're gonna have enough time to get like behind them if they're like pushed up here.
Okay.
That's like one way for balling ganks. And like the CS thing is gonna help you a lot. Just think about when they see us, you know.
Yeah.
That's a good time to just have like a go button. For you, you might not have a go button. So that should help you a lot. And then also just getting over the walls, like think about more like using like walls to kind of catch people out. Oh, I use my tunnel here to here. I use this to surprise people. Like the tunnels that I use like just straight through like no walls, like front line to front line is just very expected. So it's like easy for them to kind of counter Rek'Sai off that. Always think about like using walls like fog of war, tunnels to like your advantage.